hear me clearly? Hear me clearly? So we have 3 minutes to start, okay? And you can print out your booklet and then we can start all together, okay? So this is the lesson 4 for the calculation booster camp. And this is the last lesson for the calculation booster camp. I will also say that hope you can keep up all these practice, okay, alongside the group, okay? And also, I really want to see your homework for this week. Okay, so welcome, and just for 1 minute, then we can start our lesson. All right. Hello, so we can start our lesson. So it's already 5:30, right? So welcome, guys, and welcome. Nice to see you again for the K2 Calculation Booster Camp lesson 4. And also, this is the last lesson for our Calculation Booster Camp. Hope that you are just keeping up with all the practices that we sent in the WeChat group. All right. So now let's take a look at what we're going to learn today. So today it is about the part and whole within 10. So you know how to do the part and whole within 10, then you will have a very good understanding into the plus or minus later. All right, so now let's check it out. And wow, you can see that here. Today is my birthday and let's celebrate. And also, today is truly my birthday. All right, so let's do the celebration. So now, in my birthday, you know that there are gonna be some cakes in there, right? So let's look at it. So in my birthday party, I cut the cake into 8 pieces and give my friends 6 pieces. How many pieces of cake that I can eat by myself? Oh, that's a tricky question. I want to eat as many cake as I can, but can I? I already sent 6 pieces. So now you can see that for all these cakes, they are the 8 pieces at first. And if I give my friend 6 pieces of cake, it means that we have 6 pieces of cake disappear. So what you can do is that you can cover 6 pieces of cake in your book, which in here, they disappear. So how many pieces of cake that I can eat by myself? Luckily, I got 2, right? So still, I get 2 pieces of cake left. So now you can see that how can I split this 8? So if I split 8 into one part as 6, then what about the remaining part in here? Oh, so here I have 2 cakes left. So the other part gonna be 2. So from this question, I know that for 8, I can split it into 2 parts. If one part is 6, then another part gonna be 2. All right? So let's also continue. Okay. Now you can see that here there are 10 empty glasses, and I have filled up 7 of them. How many glasses are there need to be filled up? So still, if you have originally 10 glasses in here and 7 of them filled up, which means if you have a pen, you can shade the 7 glasses in here. And in here, to save my time, I ticked all the 7 glasses being filled up. Then you can see that how many glasses are still empty in there. We count it as 1, 2, 3. So still 3 glasses need to be filled up now, right? Which also means for 10, if I split the 10 into a part of 7, which gonna be the remaining part in here? We have 3 empty glasses to be filled up, which also means 10 can be split into 7 and 3. All right. So now you can take a part for 10 into 2 parts, that is 7 and 3. How can you get the remaining part? Actually, we can use all these pictures and to count it and to find our answer. All right. So now, shall I continue? Very well done. Oh, this is very interesting. So I can see that in my birthday party, I have so many desserts in here, right? So now I have the donut. So for the donuts, it is shared. We have 5 donuts are shared between Addie and Big Eye. So Big Eye and Addie are here. How should the donuts be shared such that they each have at least 1 donut at hand? Oh, so I can see that when I am given them the donuts, for each of them, they must have at least 1 donut in here. Then how can I split this 5? Oh, let's think about it one by one. All right, starting from the Big Eye. So for the Big Eye, if I only give Big Eye 1 donut, then how many donuts can Addie have? Oh, so many, right? So now for 5 donuts in here, if you already gave away 1, you cross out 1. 1 is disappear. All right, and how many are there left? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 donuts for Addie. So now we have the first method. To split 5, it can be split into 1 and 4. 1 given to Big Eye, 4 given to Addie, right? But still, Big Eye only got 1 donut. It's like too little, right? And Big Eye think this is unfair. Big Eye wants more donuts. Can I give Big Eye more donuts? Yes, I can. So let's look at if I give Big Eye maybe 2 donuts. If I give Big Eye 2 donuts, how many donuts can Addie have? Oh, so still I have in total 5 donuts in here. So if I already give Big Eye 2 donuts, I cross out these 2 donuts, then count the remaining, which I find 1, 2, 3, 3 donuts for Addie. So still Addie is happy, right? Addie still gets more donuts than Big Eye. But then still, Big Eye is unhappy because Big Eye wants more. Can I give Big Eye more donuts? Yes, we can. So now, what if I give Big Eye 3 donuts? So now, can you figure out how many donuts can Addie have? I'll give you 5 seconds. Okay, write the number in your book. Good job. So now, if I already gave Big Eye 3 donuts, which means, it's Addie's turn to get fewer donuts. Only 2 donuts for Addie. Ooh, Addie gonna cry, but Big Eye gonna smile, right? Then, what about the last one? So still, Big Eye is like greedy, so greedy for big I. Big I still wants more. Can it have more? Of course, right? So now, what about I say for big I, it has 4 donuts in here. Then how many for Addie? We cross out 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 donuts. So only 1 donut for Addie. And till now, and still, Big I wants more. Can Big I has 5 donuts for Big I? No. Because the question says that they each must have at least 1 donut. So if Big I has already 5 donuts in here, which means there's nothing left for Addie. All right, that is completely not fair, right? So we can't do that. And now you can see that this is how we can apart the 5 into 2 parts in here. All right. So now for 5, it can be apart to 1 and 4. 5 can also apart into 2 and 3, right? So this is the part for 5. All right, are you ready to do some questions? I'm sure that you are, right? So now, wow, dessert. I like ice cream even more than the donuts. What about you guys? So now, here I have 8 ice creams are shared between Squarey and Glue Glue. How should they share the ice cream such that they each have at least 1 ice cream? So still, what is the keyword in here? Oh, they must have 1 ice cream in hand, right? So can one of them having 0 ice cream and another one take all the 8 ice creams? No, we can't do that, right? So still, let's give it a try. Now, I say, Glue Glue, you are on diet. You can't eat too many ice creams. So I only give Glue Glue 1. Okay, I only give Glue Glue 1 ice cream. How many ice creams can Squarey get? Squarey must be happy, must be thrilled, right? So if I only give away 1 ice cream to Glue Glue, then I cross out 1 ice cream in here and count how many left for the Squarey. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7 ice creams for Squarey. Whoa, that's too much, right? And I'd assume for Squarey, it can't eat those much of ice cream in just one time, right? Neither can you, all right? So this is about Glue Glue only get 1. But Glue Glue wants more. Can it has more? Yes. So what about Glue Glue has 2 ice creams? Then how many can Squarey has? So 5 seconds, I know you can cross out 2 ice creams and count the remaining ice creams for Squarey. Good job to you. So now we have crossed out 2 ice creams, which we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 6 ice creams for Squarey. Still, there are too much ice creams for Squarey, right? So now I increase the ice cream for Glue Glue. All right. Okay. So what about I have 3 ice creams for Glue Glue. Can you right away type out the number of ice creams for Squarey? 5 seconds. Oh, so 3 gave to Glue Glue, cross 3 out, and we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still 5 for Squarey. Satisfied for Squarey, right? But still, oh, I still want to increase the ice cream for Glue Glue. Can I? Yes. So now let's increase the ice cream. So if I have 4 ice creams for Glue Glue, how many for Squarries? Wow, this time I cross out 4. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 remaining. So for this time, they get the same amount of ice creams. All right, so it is fair to all of you. Then still, what about Glue Glue wants more? Can Glue Glue has more ice creams? Yes. So if Glue Glue has 5, then can you right away tell me how many can Squarry have? I say 3. All right. Why? Because you can see that previously 8 can already be split into 3 and 5, which means if I split 8 into 2 parts as 3 and 5, then if in here I already get 1 part of it as 5, then the remaining part must be 3. Okay. So now based on that, can you tell me if I give Glue Glue 6 ice creams, 2 seconds, get me the ice cream for Squarry? How many? Very well done. Now, this time you can look at the previous one. For 8, it can be split into 2 parts as 2 and 6, which means if we already has 1 part as 6, the other remaining part must be 2 to make it back to 8, right? So now for the last one, if for Glue Glue, it has 7 ice creams in here, then 2 seconds, tell me how many ice cream are there for Squarry? Nice job. So you can see that for the last pair for 8, we already has 8 has 2 parts in here. One is 7, one is 7, one is 1. Which means once you see part of the 8 as 7, you realize, oh, the remaining part, the missing part must be 1. All right, so now it is about Squarry gets 1, Glue Glue gets 7. Okay, so this is how we can split 8. Now, you can see that we can actually split 8 into several groups. One group is 1 and 7. The other group is 2 and 6. Another group is 3, 5. Another group is 4, 4. Okay. And also, how can we get all these groups? How can I get all these numbers? We are actually using the pictures, count them to help us, right? Okay. So very well done, guys. Then, now, let's continue. Wow. So still, I will say, after the party, I still get some candies left. Can you tell me how many candies do I have in total to enjoy all these candies by myself? So now, from left to right, how many candies are there on the left? Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 candies on the left. How many candies on the right? 2 candies are on the right. How many do I have in total? Still, you can count it, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 candies in total. So now you can see that if you have 2 parts as 4 and 2 in here, you can combine them to make them a whole part as 6. How you get 4 adding 2 equal to 6? You can actually count them, right? So now continue. In the party, I put 4 balloons on the left and 3 balloons on the right. How many balloons do I use in total? Now, combine the balloons. So still, I have two parts for the balloon. One part is for the left, that is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 balloons. The right part has how many? 1, 2, 3. 3 balloons. How many balloons do I have in total? Still, I can count all the balloons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's 7 in here. Which also means if you got the two parts as 4 and 3 in here, the two parts can combine together and get you a whole part as 7. All right. Amazing job. Then, now, still, you know that after the birthday party, I can receive so many gifts in here, right? So, can you help me find out how many gifts? Typo. How many gifts do I receive altogether? So still, let's count the two parts one by one. Starting from the left part, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gifts in here. For the right part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 as well, which means how many do I have in total? Still, let's count all the gifts altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's got me 10 in here. Which I also know if I combine the two 5s in here, I get a whole part as 10. 10 in total. Just like high five, you get 10 in total, right? Okay, amazing job. Now, let's look at all the fruits, okay? So, how many pears do I have in total? Count it one by one. So, for the first one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pears in here. For the second part, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in here. How many pears do I have in total? Count it from the top to the bottom, left to right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's gonna have 10 pears in total. Okay. So now, what about the strawberries? How many strawberries do I have in total? Count it. 1, 2, 3. For the first row, I have 3 strawberries. For the second row, still count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 for the second row. Now, can you count it? Count all the strawberries and tell me how many strawberries do I have in total. 5 seconds, okay? Amazing job. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 strawberries in total. Very well done. So now let's continue. How many basketballs are there altogether? So count it. 1, 2 for the first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the second row. Still, 5 seconds. Count how many basketballs are there in total. Good job. So, let's count all the basketballs together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, it's still 10 basketballs. Oh, it seems like 10 appears so many times. Why? Oh, let's check it out later. But also, how many footballs are there? Count it. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, 9 in the first row and 1 in the second row. So, how many are there? Count it right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's gonna be 10 footballs in total. So I have so many 10s in here. What happened? Oh, this is a very important point, all right? I'm going to tell you. So, if you have pairs of numbers that can add up to 10, they are called the good friend pairs. So for good friend pairs, they are the pairs of numbers that add up to 10. Why are the pairs of numbers add up to 10 are called the good friend pairs? They are the good friends to us, right? Because later on, whenever you have the 10 in the calculation, it makes your calculation easier than the other numbers. Whole numbers like 10 will always make your calculation easier. All right. And now, previously, how many good friend pairs are there? Let's check it out. Okay. So, good friend pairs are pairs of number that can add up to get 10. So, still, let's think about it. For 10, if one part is 1 what about the other part? Think about the football before. If you have one football for the second row, how many football are there for the first row? 9 footballs. And then think about it. Let's think about the basketball. If you have two basketballs in one row, and for the previous question, how many basketballs are there in another row? 8. Right. And still remember the apples. If you have 3 apples for the first part, how many apples you still need to make 10 apples in a basket? 7 apples, right? And now, can I hear the good friend pairs for the rest too? I'll give you 10 seconds to think about it. Very well done. Still, think about the pairs. If I have 4 pairs in one row, the other row will have 6 pairs in there. And also still remember the gift. Gift on the left and gift on the right. How many are there for that 2 parts? It's gonna be 5 and 5, right? So now you can see that 1 and 9 are a pair of good friends of 10. 2 and 8 are still good friend pair. 3 and 7 are good friend pair. 4 and 6 are good friend pair. 5 and 5 are good friend pair. So for the good friend pair, it is a very, very, very important knowledge point that we will use it in our future course. All right. So try to remember all the good friend pair for this lesson. Okay. So now, this is all for today's lesson. Today, we learned about how to split the number into 2 parts. Basically, if you secure one part, cover that and count the remaining part. And how to count or how to combine the 2 numbers into one whole number. Then we count 2 parts all together to get the whole part. And also, very, very, very important thing is for you to remember all these good friend pairs in here. All right. So now this is the end for the lesson 4 and also the end for the calculation booster camp. So hope you still enjoy the calculation booster camp for all these 4 weeks. And for this week, we still have 2 homeworks to do. All right. Remember to submit that and I will check it out for you. So see your homework very soon and see you next time. Okay. So see ya and bye-bye.